Spring is coming up real quick, and with that being said, I thought it was the perfect time to add a new video to the Power of the Bluegill bait series. And the bait I want to talk about today is the Depths Bull Flat 5.8 specifically. Now, just to kind of rewind real quick, my last video in the series was on this bait right here, the bluegill. For the most part, I mean, these baits are pretty much interchangeable. They both kind of do the same thing, right? Bigger bluegill profiles, unique presentation that get bit and generally get really big bites. Yet the reason the bull flat stands out for me and plays a huge part in my fishing is it's still super niche. Now, that's not to say that the bluegill is mainstream by any means. It's getting a lot of buzz, it's getting a lot of traction. You know, a lot of guys in the tournament scene are fishing with it. So, you know, some of these fish are becoming more conditioned to it. It's not something that they have never seen before. But at the same end of the token, it's still pretty underground. I do think the majority of people, you know, probably still don't know what a bluegill is. But as for the bull flat, I don't really see anyone ever fishing with this. Now, obviously, there are guys who do fish with it, but for the most part, it is still a super, you know, niche underground bait. And for guys like me who are fishing, you know, urban spots, super ultra pressured urban spots, where you only have a handful of big fish in these ponds, and they are seeing just as much pressure as, you know, some of these lakes. Obviously not as much people, but, you know, the ratio is the same, right? And there's only so many fish in these ponds, and they become more conditioned and they start seeing every bait under the sun. So in order to get those key bites, you really have to do something that sets you apart from basically everybody else. And again, that's where the bull flat comes into play. Obviously, you know, I love this bait for its complete uniqueness, but other than that, it's just a fantastic bluegill imitator. It has a really good action. It's really good fluttering action underwater. And, you know, to the eye, right, you look at these baits and you really don't think much. You're like, what is that? That looks kind of ridiculous. I mean, I remember the first time I took it out of the package, I was like, what am I looking at here? And I honestly was kind of on the fence about it for a while. It really took me probably about a year to, you know, kind of bite the bullet and just be like, why don't I just try it out? Because I had the bluegill and that was working for me, and it still does work for me. But I was like, you know, why not add something else to my arsenal, something else kind of unique that the fish probably aren't seeing? And I saw a lot of success with it. I caught a lot of big fish on it last year. I've yet to really throw it this year though. And again, that kind of, you know, begs the question, when is the best time to throw these bigger bluegill style baits? And for me, it is 110% springtime. Whenever these bluegills, you know, really start antagonizing these bass, antagonizing their beds, post-spawn, that's the key time to throw these bluegill baits. It's when they work best for me. I don't have a lot of success with them during the winter time. I don't really even throw them during the winter time. I kind of tend to throw shad baits during that time of year, but not to say it's, you know, it wouldn't work. I just really haven't put the time in throwing these baits in the winter. But springtime is definitely key. And in terms of pricing, these really aren't that bad. It's like 10 to 12 bucks for a pack of 4, and they're extremely durable. I mean, unless a fish or turtle just rips off the tail, they're super easy to repair. I have this tool right here. It's by Toxic Baits. Super easy to mend this thing back together. But I mean, that's basically it. There's really not too much to cover on this bait. It's pretty simple. I know I talked a lot more in my bluegill video, but again, these baits are pretty much interchangeable. I mean, you can't go wrong with either or. Like I was saying earlier in the video, they're just a little bit less conditioned at this bait, I believe. It could be different on your body of water, right? But at least where I'm fishing, they haven't seen this a lot. But that's pretty much it. You know, just go get yourself a 6/0 owner beast hook and rig this thing up and you'll be good to go. I will see you guys in the next video. I think I'll be covering the Toxic Baits Wade Hog. I think that bait definitely deserves a video. But thank you guys anyways for watching. Stay tuned.